With the first pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Zaccharie Risacher from Lyon, France, and France's JL Boron-Bresse.
There's a lot of people that don't know much about Zaccharie Risacher, and so I'm going to show you a little bit of his tape and help you get an understanding of why the Atlanta Hawks took him first. For starters, this draft, according to the experts, had a lot of role players versus superstars, and so finding the right fit was the key for these first lottery picks. And given that Zaccharie is only 19 years old and has been playing against top competition in Europe, he was a great fit for guys like Trae Young. And as we've seen recently with guys like Luka and Wemby, this 6'9" stretch 4 has a lot of skill and great IQ. So let's jump into his tape and I'll show you why I think he's going to have a lot of success in the NBA early in his career. Welcome to the film room. The first place I want to start is with his shooting ability. At 6'9", he can stretch the floor and really knock down jumpers at a high clip. He shot 40% from 3 last year against some very good competition in Euro Cup, but most importantly, a lot of those shots came from the corner, which if you know anything about the NBA right now, the corner 3 is the most important shot that your team needs to be able to knock down. But on top of that, he is a very, very quick release. And being 6'9" and shooting it from where he does, having that quick release is going to allow him to find success right away. In a lot of his shots, he's able to get the ball off in 0.35 seconds, which is on a Klay Thompson level release. The next part of his game that I think is really impressive for his age is his passing ability. And this is something that typically comes with playing European basketball, but he sees the floor extremely well, primarily his ability to get downhill and find his big, which is going to help considering the fact that he's going to be playing with Clint Capella. Simple possessions like this where he can come off a step up, draw that big defender, and recognize that he can get the ball through this window to his big, just show that he's going to adapt to the league really quickly. And it's not just the passing, it's his vision and IQ. He sees this UCLA cut open long before the guy is even there and puts this thing on a dot for an easy layup. And as we've seen with guys like Draymond Green, when your 4 can push the ball in transition and make passes like this, it really opens up your offense. And while his vertical was only 31 inches, again, I think he's a sneaky athlete. With his long strides, he runs the floor very well in transition, and he can still get up, catch lobs, and dunk it extremely easy, so I think he'll make some noise in transition. But the thing that impressed me was his commitment to playing defense. He gives great effort on the defensive end, and you'll see here that he turns this block into a transition dunk, and it's plays like these where that athleticism really stands out. As far as weaknesses, I think one of the areas he's going to need to improve is his isolation scoring and creating shots on his own. He's not extremely strong and physical right now, and he doesn't have a deep bag, so this is an area where he's going to have to work on his game, but again, he's only 19 years old. And one of the things that helps him in this situation is because he's such a good shooter, he's going to force a lot of aggressive closeouts, and he's going to be able to get downhill to the paint just from getting guys that try and run him off the line. And something you can appreciate about his game is that he's not above doing the dirty work. Very few guys that go number 1 overall are in there getting offensive rebounds and trying to crash the glass and get extra possessions, but that's something he does consistently, and I think that's going to make a huge impact for their team and him individually. But the X factor for him that we see with most European players is his high IQ for the game. His reaction to plays like this where his man rotates over on the short roll and he knows instinctually to cut to the basket for this dunk is why I think he's going to have a ton of success in the NBA. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the pick. Do you think Atlanta got it right? Should they have gone with somebody else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button for me. Thanks for coming through. We'll see you next time in the film room.